Hey everybody, it's Marcus again, and today we are going to use a foam roller. So we are going to work on our quads, the tops of your thighs. I'm going to use this little scary looking foam roller, but you don't have to use anything with ridges. You can use whatever foam roller you have, long or short, smooth or toothy. So whenever you're ready, we're going to bring the foam roller onto our mat or whatever surface you're using, and we're going to basically place our quads, the tops of our thighs, onto the roller. Good. Now if your thighs are a bit big, if you have wide legs and your little roller isn't enough, you can totally do this with just one leg at a time. I just fit inside of this little roller with two thighs, so I'm just going to do two thighs. Now from here, we're going to start placing the roller pretty much to the middle of our quads here, and we're going to portion our quads. So we'll start with the bottom parts of our quads, so from the middle of your quads to just above the knees. So when you're ready, you can place your forearms to the floor. You're basically going to drag yourself forward and back, and you can adjust your arms as you need here. Again, we're just moving back and forth, keeping the roller between the knees and the middle of your quads. Now, do your best to relax your legs, relax your feet. The more you engage your legs, the more intense this is going to feel. Just gonna move down a smidge. Good. So we're portioning your quads here so that we don't have to move our arms too much. We're just keeping it between your knees and the middle of your quads so that the arms can pretty much stay put where they are. Now, biggest thing here, make sure to pull your belly in. So you want your spine to be protected. You don't want to just sag here because that's going to hurt your back. Yeah, we're releasing the quads, but we don't want to hurt anything else as we're doing this. Good. At any point that you need a break, you can come off. That's totally fine. And we're just going back and forth. And if there's any spots that are kind of intense for you, you can kind of just roll forward and back a little on it, or just stay on top of it for a smidge. That's totally fine. Good. Now from here, we're still keeping it between the middle of your quads and the knees. This time we're going to turn your toes out. So kind of like a V, kind of like a Y. We're going to turn the toes out, not really flexing them or pointing them, just turn them out and move forward and back again. Ooh, so this is going to still hit your quads, but more to the inside edge of your quads. Good. So your quads pretty much span the whole front of your thighs. So that means it also hits the sides of your thighs a smidge. So we're trying to hit the sides of your thighs here. We're just trying to keep your breath going. We're trying to keep the legs relaxed as we're rolling. Good. And again, make sure to relax the feet, the legs as we roll back and forth. Awesome. Letting the roller in, letting the roller do its thing. Beautiful. Oof. Just use your arms to guide you forward and back. Again, you can always come off if you need a break. Beautiful. At this point, we're going to turn your toes in a smidge. Turn the toes in. So kind of join the big toes together if possible. And rock forward and back. Good. So as the toes are turned in, you're going to feel the pressure more to the outside of your quads. And we're still keeping it between the middle of your middle of your thigh and the knee. So also make sure you're avoiding your actual knee because we don't want to bother your kneecap here. We're trying to just get as close to the knee as we can so that we hit all of the length of the quads. Just from the middle of the quad to just above the knee. Whew. I don't know about you, but this is definitely worse for me. The outside of your quads. Awesome. Oof. And again, if you find a tight spot, you can always just stay on top of it or give it a slight forward and back. And remember to pull the belly in. Awesome. You might forget every now and then, so I'm going to try to remind you, because whenever I hit a hard spot, my belly tries to just relax. And you don't want that. You don't want to sag. Good. Now from here, come off for a second. And now we're gonna move the roller. So it's gonna hit from the middle of your quads up to the hip crease. Awesome, so a little higher up. When you're ready, rock forward and back again. Awesome. So this time it's going to be just before the hip crease. Make sure the belly is pulled in to about the middle of your quads. Awesome, so the top portion. Good. Now, if you want to, you can always touch the feet to the floor. That's gonna give you less pressure. If you can tolerate it, keep the feet off the ground, and that's gonna give you as much pressure as you can have. Awesome. And we're here for just a little bit more, just the very tops of the thighs. Good. And keeping the feet pretty much neutral, just letting them do their thing here. Good, and we're going forward and back. Pull the belly in. Good, take breaks as you need. Good. Now from here, we're going to turn the toes out, and forward and back. Again, keeping the roller between the hip creases and the middle of your thigh. Awesome. So I don't know about you, but the tops of my thighs are a little better. It's more tolerable. It might be more intense for you. That's okay. It's all different. Just making sure the belly is firm here again. And remember to push down with your arms. You don't want to sag at all at any point. You're keeping your upper body fairly engaged so that you don't hurt it. Awesome. So it's a bit of work. It's a bit of effort, but it's well worth it. Good. Oof. Now from here, let's start to turn the toes in. Maybe the big toes can touch, and rock forward, oof, and back. And we're gonna hit those outsides of your thighs. Taking your time, relaxing the feet and the legs as we're here. Just a bit longer. Good, and sometimes it's so intense that you barely can move, so you can just stay on top of it as you need. That's totally fine with me. Good. And whenever you're ready, let's come off of the roller. Good. So we're gonna do 2 more things with the roller. Awesome. So either way, you can have your legs straight out, turn in, turn out. We're just gonna find a tight spot for you. So take your time. It could be at the top or the bottom of the thigh. Just find a tight spot for you, a nice stiff spot. Good. And once you find one, we're gonna stay there. Now from here, to help that open up, we're going to bend the knee as much as you can. It might not bend all the way. You don't want to force it. You want to feel how far the quad will let you bend, and then straighten the legs out again. We'll do that a couple times, bending the knee, and you might feel that you can bend more. Inhale, straightening out the leg. Woo. And let's try 3 more times. Let's see how that goes. Exhale, bend. Make sure the belly is firm still. And inhale, straighten. And 2 more if you can. Exhale. Ooh, there you go. I'm getting pretty much close to 90 degrees, I think. And straighten. And last time, bend and hold your bend here. One last thing. If you can tolerate it, sway the legs side to side. And this is going to spread the quad more. Awesome. This is going to give you a nice massage. And just laugh through it if you need to. That's totally fine. Breathe. And only doing what's comfortable. If it gets too much, just skip these options. But it will definitely help you out. It's going to feel better after. Maybe just 1 more sway right and left. Good. Good. Let's straighten out the legs when you're ready. And let's push up, come off of the roller. Good. Now, that last part that we did, the bending, straightening, the swaying around, you can totally do that for the rest of your quads. You can spot treat your quads whenever you need to. but I'm just gonna do one time because it's pretty intense. But hopefully you got a good release out of this, and hopefully you enjoyed rolling with me. My name is Marcus, and if you like the video, please hit like, subscribe, share if you can, and have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.